What happens when a continent begins to burn? Not metaphorically, literally. Today, Southern Europe is breaking records. 46 degrees Celsius in Spain, wildfires ripping through France, Greece, and Turkey, hospitals filling to the brim, crops withering under relentless sun, people begging for shelter. And scientists, they're no longer calling this a heat wave. They're calling it the new normal. But what if this normal is only the beginning? Stay with me, because what unfolds in the next minutes in this video will change how you see summer and how we see the planet. It's July 2025, but feels closer to an oven's interior than a relaxing summer day. Across southern Europe, Spain, thermometers registered 46 degrees Celsius, a June record hotter than many ovens. Portugal pushed even further, 46.6 degrees Celsius, setting a new national benchmark. France, a staggering 84 departments are under the highest heat alert yet seen this month. Meanwhile, in Italy, cities melted. Sidewalk electricity grids overloaded, causing rolling blackouts. In Greece, school zones turned into no-go areas. Empty classrooms, locked doors. In Turkey, thousands scrambled as wildfires encroached on towns and nature reserves. In Spain, over 1,200 people were admitted to hospitals for heat-related issues just this week, more than during peak flu season. And in Italy, emergency units have been treating hundreds daily for stroke, dehydration, and heat exhaustion. Road asphalt is bubbling. Forest floors have turned to tinder. Heat-blistered landscapes are now smoking tinderboxes ready to ignite with minimal spark. This all feels new, but it's actually part of a repeating pattern. In 2003, a European heatwave killed over 70,000, mostly senior citizens in poorly cooled homes. It was the deadliest natural event on the continent since World War II. Yet, society moved on. Fast forward to 2018. Wildfires erupted in places like Northern Europe and even within the Arctic Circle, a geography previously assumed too cold to burn. Then came 2022, an unprecedented year in which the UK, Germany, and Netherlands experienced temperatures topping 40 degrees Celsius, breaking centuries-old records. London's tarmac melted, train doors warped, airports scrambled. By 2025, these have shifted from anomalies to symptoms of a global crisis, a premature death sentence delivered by heat. So, what makes this year's summer different? It's early. Historically, European heat peaks in July or August. This time it started already in the mid-June at 46 degrees Celsius. That early shift means longer exposure, and that's how a forest turns from green to ash. It's prolonged. Meteorologists warn we're not descending into July coolness. Instead, they're calling it a 6 to 8 week extreme temperature event, an unrelenting series of heat waves back to back. It's widespread. From Iberia to the Balkans to the Mediterranean, it all looks the same, red, hotter than ever. Unlike a localized spike, this is a continental emergency. And it's not just this summer. It's a warning shot, a brutal glimpse of the future Europe is drifting toward, not slowly, but at full speed. The fires, they're no longer rare. The school closures, the power cuts, the collapsed roads, cracked earth, and dried up rivers, they're becoming part of everyday life. This isn't a freak event. It's the result of decades of warming, rising emissions, and global indifference. And now the consequences are no longer abstract. They're burning homes, breaking records, and reshaping how millions live. In just a few weeks, entire regions have gone from bustling to paralyzed. Tourists fleeing beaches blanketed in smoke. Locals rationing water, vineyards scorched beyond recovery, and fire crews stretched thin, staring at orange skies that never seem to dim. What we're watching is a transformation, from a continent known for its seasons to one ruled by extremes, where spring vanishes and summer feels more like survival. It's not just uncomfortable anymore, it's dangerous. For the elderly, for children, for anyone without shelter or access to cooling. In cities, heat builds like a trap, turning apartments into ovens. In rural areas, crops wither in the soil, and what used to be heat advisories are now full-blown climate emergencies. Farmers are losing harvests, tourism hubs are shutting down, hospitals are overwhelmed, not by viruses but by heat stroke, and this is just the beginning of July. The real summer hasn't even settled in. The hottest weeks are still ahead, and we're already on fire. Unless something changes, unless governments act, industries adapt, and people push, this isn't going to stop. It'll only get worse, hotter, longer, deadlier. Because this isn't just a heat wave. It's the new climate speaking clearly, louder than ever, faster than ever. And if we keep ignoring it, one day it might stop warning us and simply collapse what's left. Europe is burning, and if we don't act, we might not recognize it when the smoke clears. These stories don't always make the front page, but they matter. So if this got you thinking, hit subscribe. More like this is on the way. And if you've got thoughts or solutions, drop them in the comments. Let's talk about it.